I've been around the block with O-line coaches, but I truly think, so far Coach Callahan's, I haven't been hands-on with him, but from our Zoom meetings and our conference calls in that sense, he truly understands how to play in the NFL. And you look at his pedigree of guys that he's coached. But the great part about being with a lot of O-line coaches is you take different details from each of their, abilities to coach. So if one coach was teaching me something and that works for me, I can still use that. Most NFL coaches have an understanding that guys are kind of where they're at, athletically or skill-wise and the talents they've already, accumulated over their careers. And then he's just going to help hone those different things. So I don't think it's really necessarily forgetting things that I've been taught in the past, but just trying to understand what Coach Callahan wants and implementing a few of those tools into my tool belt.
One of the reputation talking points of Callahan that I heard was that he was very physically demanding of his team, his players, offensive linemen. And we all know there are different ways to coach, so I'm not saying that's good or bad. But when you learned that Callahan was going to be your new position coach, did you gather input and from other team players? And how do you feel about a physically demanding coach at your position?
Yeah, so I think I found out about him when I was at the Pro Bowl, actually, which worked out because I talked to Travis Frederick. I talked to Austin Ryder, who was a guy that got coached by him when he was younger, and just tried to reach out to as many guys as I possibly could to really see, what's this guy all about? Because you hear good things about him. I talked to him at the Combine, and all of them loved him. I mean, they loved him. They did say that, hard work is part of it, but I think that's like the bare minimum. You come to the NFL, you're ready to work hard. I think he does have a lot of drills, and I think he has a lot of knowledge of the game, but all those things are working to make you a better player. I think he also understands guys are older guys, guys that are in year, 9, 10, 11, 12 can't quite do as much as some of the younger guys out on the field. And I think he has an understanding of that. He's also been a head coach a few times, so he understands where that's coming from. But all the things I've heard is he's going to work with you. He's going to put you in the best position to be successful. And that's all you can ask. I mean, we're in the NFL, we're here to work. And that's kind of the main thing. If you're not ready to work, if you're not ready to put in that time and the demand on your body, then, you're not in the right sport. So from that perspective, I think we're all ready to attack it. And I think he'll understand if we need some time or 1 day or 2 days, we need to pull back a little bit. But I think we're excited and ready and ready to get to work with him.
All right, I get it, but I see that's why the horse is out by the stable. I get it now. I do have a question, though.
It's a bad joke, but hey, it's not the first bad joke that's been told on this show.
Not on this show. All right, I do have a question, though. Bitonio's a veteran, been around with the Browns for a while, and he's outright telling you that Callahan may have the way he wants to do it, but it doesn't matter, he'll do it his way. Did you get that sense that I just got? And if that's correct, why should it be that way?
Well, I don't think he's saying that clearly. What I heard is that this is a guy that's had several offensive line coaches. He's tried to take what works for him from each and every one of them, and he trusts that Callahan's going to allow his strengths to continue to flourish and not try to coach him a completely different way. But listen, when you've been around, the key thing here is Bitonio saying, "Yeah, I asked some people at the Pro Bowl, like,
not at the game around the corner."
Yeah, like, hey, what I've been doing has been pretty good for me. I've gotten there to ask people about Bill Callahan.
Right,
So
right.
I get what you mean.